Welcome to Essential Style. How you can dress to appear more slim in 2024. Let's get right into it. First, I just wanted to mention, obviously, the slimmer you are going to appear, but I have a couple of things that you can do to ensure that your clothes fit you, and just the clothes that you choose to wear and the way you choose to wear them can actually accentuate your slimness. Or if you're not on the slim side, but you want to appear slim, these are some of the things you can do to look a little bit more slim. Also, a quick reminder, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. It's totally free. Let's get on with the show. All right, so first we got to talk about up top, your face. Let's go ahead and get a nice little crop in right there. You want to choose a hairstyle and facial hair that's actually going to elongate your face, because the longer it's going to make your face look, the more slim your face is going to look. The more round your face is going to look, you're not going to look as slim. So there's a couple of things you can do. Number one, you could actually choose a hairstyle like the undercut. You see I have short on the sides, long on the top. This was a pretty popular haircut a couple of years ago. You probably see it quite a while in a few TV shows, just a slicked back. I've had it for a long time. It works for me, so why change it? You don't have to have this exact haircut, but I would always say keep your hair shorter on the sides than you do on top, and it's going to actually create that the sides of your head are actually closer together versus if you had like that Jim Halpert thing going on that we all had going on back in high school. That's sort of a winged out hairstyle, the surfer boy hairstyle. While that's good, it's not going to really do a great job of making your face and your head appear as slim as if you kept it nice and clean around your ears. Now, facial hair. If you don't have a beard, you could consider growing a beard. It's definitely going to give your face a bit more dimension. Especially, I would say, pay attention to on your chin and your mustache. I currently have my beard. This is all the same length, but what you could actually do, you could make sure that you keep it a bit shorter up here and then grow it a bit longer. That way it just makes your face, again, appear more long or appear longer. That way you do appear slimmer. And also for glasses or sunglasses, just make sure that they fit your face, make sure that they're not too small especially. It's always good to go a little bit bigger than you need to, but I would say definitely stay away from glasses that are too small, because then it's going to make your head just, they're going to do that, which is not going to be very good at all. They're going to stretch them out and they're just going to warp them, and it's going to be all funky looking, and it's also going to look like your head is too big for your glasses, not giving the appearance of you being slim. All right, next on the notes we have wear slim clothes. This is kind of an obvious one. So when it comes to t-shirts, flannels, dress shirts, Oxford shirts like this, you want them to be actually slim. So this is actually a J. Crew. This is their classic fit, but their classic fit is actually pretty slim. So you can see I still got a bit of fabric that I can bunch together if I tuck this shirt in. But overall, this shirt is not too billowy. It actually fits properly. Now, how do you make sure the shirt fits properly? A couple things you can do. You see where the shoulder seam is right here? You want it to hit right here. You don't want the shoulder seam to be down here, all the way down here. You also don't want it to be all the way up there, because then what's going to happen is the shirt's going to look like it's pulling and the shirt's going to be too small. So you want to make sure the shirt fits you, and you want to make sure it's in the right fit. Now, I mentioned that this is a J. Crew classic fit. I used to wear their medium fits, or I used to wear their slim fits. However, their slim fits got too tight, and I was at the point where all the buttons were pulling, and this is a little too distracting. It's going to look like the shirt's painted on. Not something we want to go with. So we want to make sure that we're choosing t-shirts, flannel shirts, Oxford shirts, dress shirts in a slim silhouette. Not too slim, but we definitely don't want it to be too boxy. We don't want the shirt to, here you go, here's another visual. You don't want the shirt to fall and look like that, because now it looks like, look at the difference if I go like that or if I just let it fall like that, right? Maybe if I just, see, there's number one. Imagine I was walking around like that. Looks like I just gained 30 or 40 pounds. So definitely make sure you're choosing the fit that is slim on you. And just remember that may not necessarily be the store brand slim fit, because they may be making slim fit shirts already, like J. Crew. Also, you want to make sure that the shirts are not too short. Whoops, technical issues. You want to make sure the shirt is not too short. Now, I'm a bit on the tall side, so I can get away with more length. But I would say if you're going to wear the shirt untucked, you want it to fall somewhere between your belt line and the end of your pockets, or like, you know, your crotch area right there, right where the seam, the crotch seam is on the pants right there. You don't want it to be too long, because the shirt's going to look like a dress. But if it's too short, what's going to happen is it's just going to make you look too boxy. And then if the shirt does get a little bit more billowy, it's just going to make you look more boxy and not going to make you look as slim. So you definitely want to make sure that the shirt is long enough. That way when you wear it untucked, it's nice and proportionate. But also this is a bonus as well, because when you do tuck that shirt in with a bit of extra length and you start moving around, it's not going to come untucked as easily, which I don't know about you guys, but when that used to happen to me, it used to drive me absolutely crazy. All right, now the third thing we're going to talk about is pants. Make sure that you choose slim fitting pants, right? Like I've got a pair of Levi's 511s, slim fit pants that fit you well, right? You don't want them to be too tight, you don't want them to be too loose, but we pay attention to the cuff around the pants, if you could see that. Notice how I do have them cuffed. Let's take a look at what would happen if I actually uncuffed them. Look at how bunched up that is. We do not want to have our pants all bunched up, because now what's going to happen is your eye is going to go straight to that, and it's not going to be a very streamlined look. We're back on the big tripod. Camera keeps wanting to fall. And now we're back on the big tripod. It's a bit harder to see from that angle, but nonetheless, you could definitely see that the jeans do have a bit more material down there. Now, I like to cuff my jeans. You've probably seen I always have my jeans cuffed. If you don't like to cuff your jeans, that's totally fine. You can always get them in a shorter length. I always would prefer to get my jeans a bit long, just because I always cuff them anyway. And if you get dark wash jeans like me and you cuff them, you can see that light white contrast, that light color contrast. I think that looks really good. I know not everyone's into that, but I am, so this is what works for me. However, just make sure you're either cuffing your jeans or cuffing your pants, or worst case, you take them to the tailor, pay a couple of dollars, and then actually hem them. Or you can learn to hem them yourself. Now the fourth and final tip is going to be pay attention to the colors of your outfit. So, let me show you. Bright colors tend to add more volume, while dark colors tend to take away more volume. Actually, this is not good with this spike right here. Maybe a bit easier for you to see. So currently right now, wearing the light blue shirt and the dark blue jeans, this is giving my upper body a bit more volume, and my upper body looks a bit bigger, and my pants or my legs look very small, very slim, if you would. Now, let me show you what would happen if we did the same thing and we were wearing an actual darker shirt. All right, got a dark blue flannel. I almost said light blue. I don't know if you caught that. Now, my outfit is all dark. Now, this does a couple things. This is more of a monochromatic look because there's no contrast, or not as much contrast between the shirt and the pants. However, you could see now it doesn't make my upper body look as big. Everything looks, it actually makes my, if I'm seeing this from, I'm about 6-7 feet away from the camera, I think it actually draws your eyes now more to my legs right here. Just something that I'm noticing right now. Now just keep in mind that depending on the body type you have or the image you want to give to the world, you can play around with this. You can go dark on top, light on the bottom if you want to flip it. That's always an interesting thing to do. I do that a lot of times with my winter jackets. My big pea coat that's right here that everyone's seen the pea coat videos. I know you guys really enjoyed that. So my big pea coat, this is a very big billowy jacket, but it has a slim appearance because of the color. I guarantee you if this was in a tan or light gray, it wouldn't be as slimming. Dark colors are slimming, light colors give more volume, dark colors aren't as slimming. So if you're a bit of a bigger guy, maybe you're a bit on a heavy side and you're going to the gym and you're trying to eat right and trying to look slim, which awesome, that's awesome, I'm rooting for you. Definitely choose more of the darker colors, darker pants, darker shirts. It's going to make you appear smaller. Maybe you're a bit of a skinnier person, you've always had a hard time putting on muscle. I forgot what the body type was. I think that's it. I don't remember. Ectomorph? I don't remember. But if you've got really long, thin arms, then maybe you do want to wear the Oxford shirts with the khakis or the light colored pants. I don't like light wash jeans, but if they work for you, they work for you. That's totally fine. So just keep in mind that depending on if you wear darker or lighter colors, this can actually play with your overall silhouette. Now, a couple of other things I'm just thinking about that you can do. Just make sure that if you're going to wear an undershirt, make sure it's a V-neck undershirt. Make sure if you wear a button-up shirt that you don't, that it's kind of nice and intact and it fits you properly. I really enjoy button-up shirts. And if you wear the top two buttons unbuttoned or even the top one button unbuttoned, you want to create that V shape underneath your neck. This is actually going to make your shoulders appear broad, not appeal, your shoulders appeal. Second time, shoulders appear broad while your waist is appearing narrow. This is actually a look that you're going to want to go after. So I would definitely say that you want to make sure that The shirt fits you, size down, try different sizes. Also, Levi's 511s, they absolutely work great for me. I size up one in the Levi's 511s, and those are great. And finally, I should also not forget to mention your shoes have a lot to do with it as well. So currently I'm wearing my Cole Haan Original Grand Wingtip Oxfords, the one with the white sole right there, you can see. You definitely don't want to wear big, bulky shoes. Stay away from square-toed shoes, just because that's going to make your overall appearance look boxy and bulky. You don't want to wear anything boxy and bulky. Make sure it fits, make sure you're comfortable in it, and make sure overall that you like the way you look and your confidence is going to go sky high. So, as always, thanks so much for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun, and I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It's totally free. Appreciate it, and thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.